Nurgle is the Lord of Decay, who presides over physical corruption and morbidity. He is the father of plagues, and putrefacients are attracted to him like flies to a rotted corpse. For his amusement, he devises foul contagions that he inflicts upon the mortal world, the result of which greatly fascinate him. Nurgle's gaze thus drawn to those mortals bloated with sickness, and he generously favors those who spread disease in his name. To Nurgle, every rattled corpse is a welcoming nursery for wriggling maggots and cloying plague spores. Every stagnant lake and rotting forest is a paradise in which parasitic larvae and bountiful poxes can flourish. These are the gifts that Nurgle lavishes upon the mortal realms, and if there is malice behind his generosity, it is directed only to those ingrates who try to decline his offerings.
Hello, all you wonderful listeners. It is I, Nobbler G, and welcome to Nurgle November, a lore study of all things Nurgle in the Age of Sigmar setting. This series will take us through what we know and do not yet know of Nurgle and all of his followers leading up to their awesome release this December. So please, sit back and enjoy this look into the Plague Father's world of corruption in the series brought to you by Grimdark Live, called Nurgle November.
Blighted swarmers, festering bubonic buzzers. These are the plague drones of Nurgle. High-ranking plague bearers are known among the demon legions as plague drones, a title that conveys commendable humility yet belies the power beneath. These stewards of Nurgle's garden ride into the mortal realms mounted upon rotflies, colossal demon insects whose appearance is so repugnant it leaves festering scars upon the mind. From their lofty positions, the plague drones can properly tally the diseases running rife across the battlefield, as well as swiftly intervene should Nurgle's divine plans meet with heavy-armed resistance. The rotflies themselves are among Nurgle's most loathsome creations. Some beasts of Nurgle, perpetually disappointed by the ragdoll inactivity of their mortal playthings, develop a kernel of bitterness in their ebullient souls. Crestfallen puzzlement leads to frustration and ultimately an aching resentment of the mortals that spurn its company. Over the millennia, a thin seed of malice grows in such a beast's heart, feeding upon depression and angst until it throbs like a canker in the demon's core. The final straw comes when the beast is betrayed unto death by those it wishes to call its friends. Banished to the realms of chaos by some ingrate's blows, the beast flollops and huffs into a tremendous sulk, its tiny mind gnawing by the knowledge that it cannot return to the mortal domain. This is when the rotfly that lurks within begins to take over. Over the centuries that the beast is bound to remain in the realm of chaos, it slowly pupates, secreting a thick mucus of negativity to protect it from the harsh reality outside. As the chitinous nub of hate that lurks within the beast grows strong, on all the sallow bulk of its former incarnation, a demonic metamorphosis is now taking place. Eventually, the creature within bursts out of its fleshy sack as a full-grown rotfly, a creature of pitiless malice, hell-bent on wreaking its revenge upon an uncaring universe. Plague-bearers prize such a steed, even above any other, for, in their haste to punish the mortals that spurned their larval form, rotflies will speed into battle at great pace. As the rotflies fall upon their prey, blade-sharp legs sink into soft flesh, and leathery wings buzz in a flapping purr of motion. Prehensile and posterior mouthparts latch onto faces of their victims, and the rotflies let out titters of mean-spirited laughter as they pluck heads from necks and swallow them whole. When facing the unremarkable warriors of the mortal realm, a rotfly will swallow, digest all meat from a skull before spitting out the plague-infested death's head that its plague-bearer rider can hurl at a foe. Given the chance, though, rotflies will hunt down the impenitent mortals that slew their previous incarnations. A special fate is reserved for such individuals. Opening their maws wider than physically should be allowed, they consume their victims whole, keeping them trapped in their mucus-filled abdomens for eternity as punishment. Blighted swarmers, festering bubonic buzzers. These are plague drones of Nurgle.
Hello, and thank you for listening to this installment of Nurgle November. I hope you enjoyed this bit of fun as we head towards the new release for Nurgle, for Age of Sigmar 3.0. So be on the lookout for more Nurgle Novembers to come very, very soon. But until then, stay gross, you gamer goons. See you next time. Bye.
Remember this, my little pimples. The grandfather loves you. Let me blow you a kiss.